Hi guys, this is Lisa Knight. I just wanted to give you an overview of Module 2 that's due on the 31st. So Module 2 is a pretty normal module. It's set up like all the modules are. Um, when you open it up, you'll see introduction to it and you'll see your objectives. These are really good for you to read through so you'll know exactly what you need to be able to do at the end of the module. You'll also see a list of what you should study and a list of what you should turn in for grades. Each module, for the most part, will have 3 assignments: some kind of homework grade, some kind of discussion grade, and a lab grade. This week, you will have a homework worksheet to do. You'll have your physics form 2, and you'll have your lab 2. So to study this week, you'll have access to your OpenStax Chapter 2 reading assignment, which is not graded. It's highly suggested that you go through that and do some of the sample questions because that allows you to practice and check your understanding of the content. However, I'm not going to grade it. This is really up to you, but it is a self-check process for you. You also have the videos that correspond with OpenStax. Um, these are helpful. I don't find them as helpful as the Khan Academy physics link, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We also have a link to the physics classroom online book. That's very good. And we have in there a really nice, simple online textbook that has lots of reviews and even interactive material in it for you to review with. We have a PowerPoint that I've made, and we have a PDF. It's called the Kinematics Practice Problems. And if you look at this, it's actually a interactive PDF. And if you download it and you go to the link right here called livescribe.com and you upload it to this link, then you can actually, it'll play for you like a video. So if you're having problems reading it, because sometimes this was made with a LiveScribe pen and sometimes it's not super easy to read, it actually was designed to be watched like a video, and this is the end result. So it's actually a video for you to watch. It's called a playable PDF. So it shows you how to solve some sample problems. So that's another really good resource. But I think the best resource for you is the Khan Academy 1D motion resource. And I honestly think this is the best one because what not only does it give you short videos that are no longer than 10 minutes each, but it also gives you notes um, that you can download. It also gives you quizzes, so you can go to the quizzes and you can check your knowledge and see if you understand what you're doing. And these quizzes are super good because what they do is they allow you to test that you understand how to do, say, how to use this position graph to find the speed over certain time intervals. And you can actually, that gives you a calculator, so you have a calculator to use, and you can check yourself, and if you get it wrong, it lets you get help. It's really, really great. Shows you the videos to watch and everything. It's really, really well done. So definitely, if I wasn't going to do anything to get ready for this course, I would do, except for one thing, I would do the Khan Academy link, because this is definitely going to get you ready for anything. And it gives you lots of practice and feedback and help. Your first assignment is the worksheet. So when you click on the worksheet here, you're going to click on it, and then the first thing is you see it, and so you'll just download it. And if you've done the Khan Academy, you'll notice when you open it up, some of it looks kind of similar to that. You'll see the same kinds of questions. There's 5 questions here, and it's really important for you to understand each, oh, excuse me, there's 6 questions, they're 5 points each. In order to get full credit for them, you need to show your work. You need to write the equation you use. You need to substitute in the units with numbers and box the final answer. All your answers should have 3 significant digits unless I ask for something different. You need to use complete sentences for short answers, and you need to complete the document and scan it as, as a PDF or a Word document. Now, this is a Word document, so you can just type your answers in, or you can write them and scan it, or you can write them and take pictures, or on a separate sheet of paper take pictures and then insert the pictures underneath here, so you can take a picture, insert it underneath, save it as a PDF or a Word document, and then when you're done with that, then you just submit here on this link. So you'll just submit via this link. This is the link that you submit to. This is the link itself. So when you click on it, it'll look like a link. Physics Form 2, the initial post is due at midnight on the 24th, which is Friday. So what you need to be doing this week is going through your Khan Academy and your book and making sure that you understand everything and looking at your homework worksheet. And in your post, you need to tell me if you found out anything interesting, anything new, anything that's challenging, based on your personal reflection of your review of the material. And then the last thing you need to do is in the homework, either on the worksheet or in the reading, is there a particular problem or problems that you need clarification, like you don't understand how to do it, you're getting confused on certain concepts? I want specific questions. I don't want something too generic, although you may have a generic question, like you may not understand when velocity is positive or negative. So you may want to ask something like that, a conceptual question. That's fine. But I'm expecting 3 parts to your initial post. That needs to be done by the 24th. Then the next part of the discussion should consist of responding constructively to 2 of your classmates on 2 separate days. So you should have 3 separate posts throughout the 2-week module. Your last assignment will be the Module 2 lab, which you should be concentrating on along with finishing up your homework next week. And so you're going to click on that, and you're going to download the zip file. And in the zip file, you're going to unzip it, and you're going to move that to your desktop. And when you move that to your desktop, you're going to open that up. And the student sheet is right here, so you can open that up and you'll see it. You can print that out so that you can use that to write your answers on, or you may choose to answer on a separate sheet of paper. That's fine. And then the logger profile that you're opening up is right here. And when you open up that logger profile, as long as you have unzipped the file, it will look like this. So part of the learning curve here is learning how to use Logger Pro this week. When you open it up, you should see the video. If you don't see the video, sometimes it loses the video, then you can insert the video by inserting movie and finding that movie on the desktop. Okay, so you will have downloaded that folder to your desktop, and it'll be right here, and you can just insert it, and it inserts, and then you will have lost this little replay window, and you'll have to go to analyze, and you'll have to check the replay box for it to show up, and then you'll have that little window, and you can press the start button, and you'll see the movie that it's synced to. And notice that when you do that, you'll see the data as it plays, sync to the video, and it plays. And if you want to actually see what's going on step by step in every instant in time, there are buttons up here that we use for data analysis. One of them, if you hover over it, is called Examine. Even if I go over my graphs like this, I can see that at each instance, say at 1 second, on the x-axis on the table, it's at 1 second, it's at 0.065 meters, and it has a speed in the x direction of 0.229 meters per second. At 2 seconds, it has a speed of 0.892 meters per second, and it's at a position of 0.562 meters. So this information is going to allow me to determine if it's accelerating at a constant rate, if it's traveling at a constant speed, and so forth. And so you're going to play around with some of the data analysis features of Logger Pro's video analysis tools. You have different buttons up here. You have different, you have the statistics button. You can do a integral. You can do a linear fit. You can do a curve fit. There's all sorts of things that you can do with these tools up here in Logger Pro. And I'm not going to say much about that because that's part of you learning how to use Logger Pro. You're going to follow the instructions in the lab sheet, and you are going to also, if you look in the course itself in Module 2, here you have a folder that says Using Logger Pro Videos List. So there's a list of videos here, okay? And these videos are videos that you can use to learn how to use Logger Pro. So these are good for you to learn how to use Logger Pro, and they're good for you to do. And we also have the downloads for Logger Pro up in the Getting Starter folder if you haven't downloaded that. So you're going to be using Logger Pro. If you have Chromebook, there's another download that you'll be using temporarily for a different, something similar to Logger Pro. It should work very similarly to Logger Pro. Anyway, this is what we'll be using, and hopefully everything will go smoothly. We've had some hiccups with Vernier because they made some changes. They have not made changes for years. I've been using this for 20 years, and actually the last 10 years they haven't changed it at all, but over Christmas they made some big significant changes, and so we've had a few little hiccups. So we'll see how things go. I want you to email me if you have questions, and I don't want you to wait till the last minute. So please plan accordingly. And if you haven't signed up for the Remind app, the information is in the announcements. Please do so. Then you can contact me via the Remind app anytime you need to contact me. Sometimes it's hard to get in touch with me via email. Have a wonderful day.